Welcome to part 31 of Sonic 06 playthrough. I am Matt from Matt's LP Adventures.
Hey guys, Saxdude26 here, and oh wait, already a mission.
Yeah. Hey there, guys. I'm Sonic Ghost.
Okay, this is the part that I had to this is the part starting from my long hiatus of not playing this game and recording this game because of recording technical difficulties.
Yeah.
So this is I'd say about, I guess, July 4th. Yes, July 4th. I remember this. This is me playing the game on July 4th.
Yeah. So let's not avoid the elephant in the room like Microsoft does in their conferences. If you hear any kind of snoring in the background, it's because someone's sleeping on Marley's end, but it's not that big of a deal. You barely notice it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that now before we have some random comments saying, "How'd you not notice this?"
How did you not notice the snoring?
We noticed.
Noticed.
We're fine with it.
Yeah.
Deal. It's not that big a problem.
I think.
If anything, it's actually adorable. Continue.
Anyways, I think that this was at the beginning of this mission. This was the girl that, or not the girl, the gun commander that kind of mistook his line in the middle of it. I think this was at the beginning of the one where they said Agent Rouge. I didn't really give a chance to even, let us hear it, but I completely forgot about that. That was that line. But
Yeah.
Anyways, got a rank S, and now we have to go and rebuild the Scepter of Darkness.
Yeah. So we got to go around and light torches on fire now because of it.
And Rouge died randomly.
Yeah, that usually happens in these hubs, so you just get used to it.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Scepter of Darkness. Yeah, something tells me super gluing it back together will make it more fragile. So
Yeah.
not the best idea, honestly. Maybe we should avoid doing this. She died again.
Rouge, quit dying. Seriously. And you can tell I'm kind of getting really bored with my constant wanting to do roundhouse kick. Yes.
And then you're going out of your way for silver medals. Not surprising.
Well,
Just doing flare kicks as you run along, yeah.
Anyways, what you need to do is actually, you just need to jump up and do your Chaos Spear on. For some reason, that's not. That one worked though. You need to do Chaos Spear on these little. And
Yeah, it looks like the hitbox of these are really tiny. So you need to have a good aim.
Kill the pedestrians.
Yeah, I like how you just aimed for him.
Yeah, there we go. Now I got the Scepter of Darkness. But
Because
now...
that was totally intuitive.
Yeah, and that made sense too. Lighting fires makes a new crystal thing appear.
Well, I guess you can use the logic of maybe it's like Final Fantasy. You go to a healing well and it fixes stuff. So
This game does have
light
a
the torches, bada bing, bada boom.
this game does have a Final Fantasy vibe, so it kinda works.
You are kicking everyone that you walk past, Matt.
Hey, how's it going? Kicking the shin. How you doing? Kicking the shin. Hey, can I have that muffin? Kicking the shin.
Did you notice my feet
Muffin
going
button,
through the
kicking the
floor?
shin.
Kicking the shin.
Did you notice my feet are going through the floor a little bit while I was skating?
Yeah.
No, they're above it. Shadow.
And you almost missed that spring, dude.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to Wave Ocean again. And Marley... Okay, this segment right here is another one of those, let's put the controller down, but I decided against it this time. And as you can see, I'm kind of like going with the beat of the music.
Well, nothing else to
Very
do
nice.
for this long waiting period, because you can do absolutely nothing and still make it, so...
That's the thing. That's the thing. Unlike the instance in Kingdom Valley where you can get through it without touching anything.
Wait until... Marley, wait until I upload that part.
Yeah, that's all it does, so...
That's all.
Speeds it up with music, which is yakety sax.
Oh, look, guys, this makes total sense. I can do that.
Well, unlike Kingdom Valley, you can actually get through here with a decent chunk of health left if you don't touch anything. Whereas
That's
with Kingdom Valley, you can make it through without touching anything, but not much health left.
I mean, it doesn't really matter in the long run, because you don't need to worry about your health after this segment. Since it goes
As much
back
as
to
I
normal
love
hits.
Wave Ocean's music, especially for the inlet here, when Shadow's moving so slow with that freaking rocket glider, it kind of loses its emphasis.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because this is the Mach Speed section's music, so it's like just very fast-moving music for the fast-paced nature. And we're moving on this thing, which is not that fast.
I mean, might as well put this music in the background of a snail race.
And I always wondered, why are Iblis's minions in the beach?
I mean, it makes sense because of Mephiles, but that's about it.
Well, Matt, everyone's gone surfing. Surfing USA.
Looks like you've ever
Did I
that
really
crash
just
when
make
you're
a Beach
moving.
Boys quote? Yes, I did. Everybody's gone surfing.
Alright, now we're going
Suddenly Omega.
Yeah, suddenly Omega.
This is actually the first level I can play as Omega, and I'm going to be showing off how broken his hover is.
Because it's very well known, so why not us show it off too?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I didn't really notice in the actual text before, but how did we meet up with Omega previously, or are we
Yeah.
meeting up with him at the end of this
No,
level?
we met up with him previously.
Yeah,
Rouge-
he's following now.
when Shadow stayed behind in the future to chase Mephiles,
Hmm.
beforehand they saw Omega, and Rouge asked Omega to go find Shadow, because even though she knew that Omega was in the future when they were there. So Omega, which this is like brilliant, but also why? But Omega literally took the Chaos Emerald to go save Shadow by sitting in one space for 200 years, waiting
As you
to
do.
help him.
Yeah, he basically someone sent him on hibernation mode for 200 years. And then it was set at a certain time and date.
Someone put him on sleep mode, and then Rouge has just gone spacebar, all good.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
See?
this you can basically just tap the jump button to hover. So because of that, you keep your momentum and you keep your height, which pretty
Those
much
dolphins
means
are
you can
going
just fly
nuts.
straight to the end of each level.
It's just
So,
these dolphins.
Yeah, those.
I know those dolphins are basically flying too. Like they didn't program them. You can tell. They didn't program them how they should.
Channels or something.
But yeah, I just practically just skipped that whole entire segment. I
Yeah,
didn't even have to go.
you skipped at least like half the level right there.
Didn't
there was
even
a lot
have-
more to
Well,
do.
good, isn't that whole section where you need to go through different caves and kill certain enemies just to progress in a round area?
Honestly, I don't know, only because I always see people do that.
Okay.
I mean, you can verify it since you played the game, Matt, but I never see people take that way. Never.
No, I know what part Marley's talking about. No, that's with Shadow. That's with Shadow.
Oh,
Also, that's just a
the next
longer
section,
pathway you
isn't
need
it?
to take. No
That's-
enemies that block the
Yeah.
way.
I couldn't remember if that was an Omega section or a Shadow section, because I've
Yeah.
seen people glitch both of them into it.
In fact, actually, that section's coming up very soon. You can probably get Omega over there because of his hover. It's just, I don't know where
I
it
think you
is.
can. I think you can, but I didn't. So
Yeah, it's
but-
really weird how they warp you. You just go to that gate and you're all the way to the other side of Wave Ocean. So it's a long trip for Omega if you tried to get him over here. It would take forever.
yeah,
So yeah, now we're playing a Shadow while Omega's beating the crud out of Mephiles at the other side of the beach.
yeah. But this is the segment you were talking about, Marley. The large,
Yeah.
big loop of enemies you have to kill. And first time playing this, I'm going to say this because I know this happens to everybody who plays this segment, and so much slowdown.
Not surprised. We have seen so much of it already.
Matrix.
But like, this segment can get you really lost really easy. If you don't
Yeah.
know where you're going. What you have to do is you have to actually hit a switch. And, well...
That switch is really deep in these caves, though, so you don't know
Yeah,
right
it's
away.
right
It's
there.
right there.
You have to actually kill these enemies in order to do so. If you don't do it, then you can get really lost really easily.
Yeah, it's a very open-ended part of the level, which is kind of a hit-and-miss thing, because it's nice to see it big and expansive, but it's so easy to get lost. It really is.
And I just skated over those rocks.
Yeah, that's how physics work.
Round surfaces that make Shadow move
Yeah,
really
still
wonky,
gotta
but
still
they get
see the
things done
speed runs
quickly.
with Silver for that reason, because they use those little sphere physics to their advantage with Silver.
But,
It's basically you're running on a ball to the end of the level. I think I said that a couple times in this playthrough, though.
yeah.
Also, I
Now-
love how you just whacked that guy and he went flying like a rag doll. Like most enemies do,
yeah.
but it's just really noticeable there.
I didn't notice that. I didn't tell this before, but I didn't get Chaos level 3. I should have gotten it because I had access to it. I'll be getting it in the next part, but...
I was about to say, you could just get it later.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
The Chaos level 2, when you activate it, you just have to push the button again, and Shadow gets another, like, level to his attack. What that essentially does, it makes him a lot more powerful, and also makes Chaos Spear a force to be reckoned with. Chaos Spear actually can kill enemies now.
Yeah. Well,
That's right,
small
'cause it was
enemies.
only a stunning attack initially, wasn't it?
It can't really kill big enemies, I think, still.
Was it only a stunning attack before, or could it actually hurt enemies?
I think it was only a
remember.
stunning one
This
before.
is stunning before.
Yeah.
Anyways, I lost my Chaos boost.
Oh
Sad.
well. It might actually make your control a little easier for this part, because you snap so fast that
Snap.
it's kind of disorienting after a while.
Yeah.
The game's making video cuts for you.
In a sense. It's
Now,
like Justin's
this
editing.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh.
say this. I like the hover.
Hoverboat again.
Yep.
This is what
This is the second time we used it. We used it in Kingdom
Because it was
Valley
in
and now
Kingdom
here.
Valley as well.
I think these are the only two places it appears. I don't know if it's out. No, wait, no, it's in Shadow's final level. So it's 3 places.
3 points.
That's right, because it's in Dusty Desert.
Yeah,
I
Dusty
just
Desert.
skip all this. I just skip all this.
Well, you don't need to do any of it, so this I don't blame you for doing.
Also, guys,
watch the car.
Watch this.
Shadow, I think you forgot to take that thing in the park. You left it in neutral.
It's like Team Sonic's cutscene at the start of Sonic Heroes all over again. Guys, you the tornado, the guys. What are you doing, guys?
It's just slowly drifting in the background.
It's slowly drifting in the background now, but it like.
Shadow,
whenever,
you
like,
seriously
it
need
came
to
out,
put
just,
your
like,
car in park.
all over the place.
That was
need-
perfect.
That's driver 101. You need to put your car in park, otherwise it's gonna do that.
Pretty much.
My God.
I needed to show that because that was funny. And Lester, that was the part I was talking
I
about.
know. I've actually kind of did see it ahead of time because I'm downloading all these, so it kind of just spoils it. But oh well. It's not a major thing.
Well, in yourself, man.
Dude, I don't care. The initial reaction is still there, especially if I see it like 3 weeks
Were you trying to
ago.
make your bones crack comedically when you got shot every time there? Because I can't really tell. He's just like...
Tries to go for that.
But what you did to
He sounded like bubble wrap when you hit him.
That was your
That
I
was
don't-
your what?
And here we go. Choo.
It's like that was your don't care shooting more.
He'll die.
That laugh. Dan Green,
Dan
the
Green.
evil man.
Freaking spawned the devil.
What just happened?
Omega just freaking unloaded.
Might want to change your wording. Especially when Rouge is in the room.
The one that defeats and seals you in the future is me.
So, kind of reveals that, well, certain events, yeah.
And then
Don't
they
wanna-
fade out, like this whole entire big backstory is told. It's actually one of the points I wish I didn't do that for once. Because we're missing a lot of information.
It's so unfair. Shadow's always here to defend the world. Despite
Doesn't
that,
make any sense either, because now Shadow's working for Gun.
Eventually, when some
Yeah, exactly.
or
But it's the
someone
same kind of scenario how it happened in Adventure
Oh.
2. He was made for good, he was supposed to do good things, and they still locked him up.
is seen as a threat.
Exactly what Omega said. He's basically seen as a threat because of his power. And they don't want to take a risk, so that's why they lock him up. But
Enemy.
we don't know why exactly now he's made a threat. Why all of a sudden will they change their mind in the future? They don't explain that
I mean,
part. That
I
would
mean,
be
we've
helpful.
already seen the events of Shadow the Hedgehog, how that, affected people's perception of Shadow, especially if you went for the bad endings. Is
Oh,
that the kind of thing
yeah.
you need, or...?
Yeah, is it that radical, or is it just something more minor? It's like, this guy can have really powerful attacks and maybe destroy people in the process without knowing. Is it something like that? We don't know.
Yeah,
I might
Shadow, if
actually-
it's any consolation, City Destruction, the Powerpuff Girls did that a fair bit. You could team up with them. Hang on, what?